Okay, I hope you can see my screen here. All right. So today we are going to talk about gut health and what is gut and what is actually the gut health linked to some other organs, some other body parts, and what is the problem of the guts. When the guts is having problem, what kind of problems or consequences that we will have. So this is very interesting because gut, everyone has have the guts, have the intestinal gastrointestinal system. So we have mainly guts is we are talking about the whole system, the whole digestive system, which means from the esophagus to your stomach, and then to your duodenum, and then to your small intestinal, to your colons, and everything, right? So the whole system from end to end, we can put it as a complete gut system. So mainly when we talk about gut health, mainly we are talking about the from your mouth until your anus, the whole system, right? Your food go in and then come out as a waste. Okay, so if you have a healthy gut system, so everything will be fine. All right, everything will be fine because whatever we eat, we need to excrete it, right? We cannot keep everything in the body. We will only absorb the nutrients that we need, and then we will excrete all the waste that we don't need. So if we are having some constipation, difficulty on pass motions, so then we will have problem definitely, right? We will have some we will retain the stool in the body, and the stool will be fermented. The fermented stool will release a lot of toxin, and all this toxin will eventually goes into your bloodstream and causing a lot of problems, right? So a good digestive system, gut system, would be the first point that we are looking for, right, in order to maintain a good health. Okay, so well, gut is our second brain actually. If you ever heard that, right? We have a gut brain axis in our body. Your gut is actually talking to your brain consistently, every day, every minute, every time. Your guts, the guts is not the guts cannot think. All right, they are not thinking. Your guts is not thinking, but your guts has some individual function which is not controlled by your brain. And then they are talking together, they are talking to each other. So when you have some gut problem, the gut problem will affect your emotions, or will affect your will create some mental problems, right? So this is the basic explanation on this gut brain axis. Okay, on the gut brain axis. So it's actually your guts is actually affected your endocrine, your hormonal, your metabolic and immune system, everything. So the guts and brains are actually talking together. We have neural in our brain, about 100 million of neural in our brains. We have 500 neurons in our guts, and all these neural are actually connecting together. Okay, so the guts no need to wait for the signal of your brains, to wait for the decision from your brain. They can do something like the digestion, like the movement, absorptions. All these are automatically, and the excretion. All these are automatically are done by your gut. So we put it as a second brain because it has a lot of neuron. But all the neuron is not thinkable neuron. The neuron is not for thinking. The neuron is for communicating with your main brain. All right. So this is our gut. All right. So we do have a Blue Ribbon campaign. All right. The Blue Ribbon campaign mainly a colorectal cancer awareness. All right. So whenever you saw the Blue Ribbon, mainly we're talking about colorectal cancer. So colorectal cancer is a third most common cancer worldwide. All right, third most cancer worldwide. So it's about 10% of all cancer case. So the top one would be the lung cancer, the liver cancer, and for women would be the breast cancer, or so on, right? So in total, right, colorectal cancer is happening on women and on men equally. Okay, doesn't mean that you are men, you are having higher chance, or you are woman, you are having lesser chance. No, women and men are having the same equal chance to have this colorectal cancer. So colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer worldwide. All right, it's about 10% of all cancer cases. Right, and then it is the second leading cause of cancer-related death worldwide also. So colorectal cancer, due to the lacking of the diagnosis method and the treatment method. You see, the mainstream treating colorectal cancer, treating all the cancer, they are only having some similar treatment style, which is the removal. Okay, remove some parts of remove the cancer or remove the tumor, and then the chemotherapy, and then the drugs therapy and so on, right? So we have very limited selections, very limited solutions for this cancer treatment, all right? So this is the second leading cause of cancer-related death worldwide, and the number one leading cause of cancer death is actually pancreatic cancer. So pancreatic cancer is also linked to this colorectal cancer. All right, pancreatic is actually part of the digestive system, but it's not the main organ. It's only the we call it the sub organs. It's not inside the main structure, but it is contributing a lot of effects to the digestive system. So the pancreas is very important, and pancreatic cancer is a king of the cancer. So the second leading cause of cancer would be this colorectal cancer. So you can see the pictures. You can see the pictures that all these are colorectal cancer pictures. So your colon must be smooth, not really smooth, but at least nothing extra. All these are extra thing, extra meat, extra tumors. All right. So this is the cancers, or this is all the tumors. Okay. So some key facts of colorectal cancer, right? So it's predominantly affect older individuals. Majority is on age 50 and above. Majority on age 50 and above, which means people who are at age 50 and above, we are actually in a higher risk. Okay, in a higher risk because of some the aging issue. According to mainstream doctor, they will say this is aging. You got sick because you are aging. You got this osteoporosis because you're already age 55 and you are also and you are menopause, so you have this osteoporosis. All these are very common, right? So the prediction from mainstream is common to if you are age 50 and you get this cancer, that cancer, this disease, and that disease to mainstream is common, right? Because everything is predicted, right? But it's not really that. Not saying that everyone at age 50 we will have this colorectal cancer. No, right? If we know how to take care, if we know how to take care of our guts, and we know how to take care of our digestive system, right? We can stay away from the colorectal cancer or even some other cancer. Okay, so the first facts and second facts, dietary and lifestyle factors contribute to the development of colorectal cancer, right? So whatever it is, whatever you eat, it is actually affecting our health, right? We are eating a lot of foods every day. I was scrolling the pictures of 1968 in Penang, Penang state in Malaysia, right? And those are black and white pictures, black and white photos, aging photo, old photos. So I was scrolling on Facebook, And after I view all the photos, I found one thing is very interesting. In 1968, okay, those photos are simply taken on the street, mainly to show us how the street is look like in 1968. Okay, so what I found that is all the people in the photo, none of them are fat. None of them is fat, None of them is obesity. Every ladies, old ladies, young ladies, old men, young men, all are slim and in very good shape. But nowadays, when we go on to the street, right, we look at the environment, or you just look at your family members, or look at your colleagues. How many of them are obesities? How many of them are fat, right? So the dietary and lifestyle actually affecting our health very seriously. Okay, so in 1968 in Penang, there is no fast food, no KFC, no McDonald's, no AMW. But what about now? KFC, McDonald's, AMW, everywhere. All right. So it's very easy to access. At my young age, if I want to have a KFC, we only have KFC once a year, which is my birthday. Because it's not easy, and the first thing is the KFC is in our town, only have one KFC. If you want to go to the KFC, I have to travel to the town center and then queue up for the KFC. And those days KFC is not cheap. Okay, not cheap. For 30 years ago, KFC is about 4.99 ringgit Malaysia, is something in conversion of this inflation will be about 30 ringgit, I think 30 to 40 ringgit right now. Okay, so those say KFC is not cheap, but now KFC is so cheap, we can simply access to KFC. If we don't want to eat KFC, we still have other choice. We have this what is that? We have this what is that? Another chicken fast food. Okay, or else we can go for Burger King. We can go for McDonald's. So see, the dietary is making us a trouble. We have too many fast food right now, and too much of unhealthy food. And all this food, all this unhealthy cooking method, all these fast food, refined foods are actually creating problems to our health. Right? I will show you, if I have chance, maybe in my next class, I will show you how the 1968 woman looked like, and you will see fantastic. If we are living at that time, we will have less diabetes, we will have less cancer, we will have less cardiovascular disease. Okay, so dietary and lifestyle is affecting our health and contributing to the colorectal cancer. Okay, and these are often diagnosed at advanced stage when treatment options are limited. See, most of the colorectal cancers, all right, are diagnosed at the advanced stage. So because at the beginning you may not have any symptom on that. Many cancer, you may not found any symptoms when they are at stage 1 and stage 2. The most you will feel is maybe you will have some little bit vomit, uncomfortables, or maybe you are having some tiredness. Tiredness is a very common symptoms to all the cancer patients. But when we feel tired, what will we think? We will only think that maybe we are lacking of sleep last night. Maybe we are too stressful. Maybe this and maybe that, right? So we will never think of that maybe we are in the stage 1 or 2 of this cancer, cancer, right? So because we are still walking every day, sitting every day, eating every day, we can run, we can jump, we can do everything. So we don't think we are sick, right? But we are maybe already in the process to the disease, to this the life-threatening disease. Okay, so that's why we call all the cancers, we call all these diabetes, cardiovascular disease as chronic diseases. because it happened chronically. It's not acute one. Chronic it's happening chronically. All right. So, and it can be significant reduced by implementing primary prevention strategy. So even though the colorectal cancer is so life-threatening, it's a second deadly cancer in the world, but it can be prevented actually. It also can be prevented if we have implement some primary prevention strategies. All right, so we will talk about that later. And this is a famous man. So everybody knew him. Okay. Everybody knew him that, and sorry. How do I clear all drawing? Okay. Please do not draw on my PPT. Okay. So this is Black Panther. We all knew him as a Black Panther. His real name is this Chadwick Boseman. So Chadwick Boseman, he is the actor of Black Panther, and he died in 2020 at the age 43 because of the colon cancer. See, is he rich? You see, cancer is like that. Colon cancer is not looking. It's not only looking for poor people, right? Whether you are poor or you are rich, we're having an equal chance. We are having equal chance. See, he is a rich man, right? This Black Panther character bring him a lot of money, earn a lot of money. He is one of the famous actors in Marvel studio. So every appearance in the movie is about million and 10 millions. The pay is about million and 10 million. He is rich, right? And since he is rich, and in America, the medical is so advanced in America in compared to Malaysia, I would say. I'm not comparing to others because I only know about Malaysia. Okay, more familiar with Malaysia. In comparison with Malaysia, America is much more advanced. I believe in comparison with India also. It's much more advanced. They are one of the most advanced medical country in the world, right? But even America, the most advanced medical technology also cannot save him. He is rich. He is fighting for with this colon cancer, right? But at the end, he still died by colon cancer. Why? Why? Sometimes it's not because of you rich or not rich, or because of the medicals or the medication or what, the technology of medication. Sometimes it maybe it's because of he didn't found the real problems of the cancer. He didn't find the root cause. I would say if he can find the root cause, or if he meet me before, maybe I can save his life. Maybe. All right. Okay, so colon cancer don't choose. They don't choose. Colon cancer don't choose patient. Everyone can be the patient. All right. Okay, so and all these food are actually we are eating every day. We are eating every day. As I said, dietary is a major contribution to the colon cancer, colorectal cancer. We are eating refined carbo every day, right? And Malaysia, in India, in everywhere, I believe, even though in America also, in America, they claim they are not eating rice, but they are eating a lot of starchy food. Okay, a lot of starchy foods, like a lot of wheat flour, a lot of breads, a lot of spaghettis and everything. Okay, so all these are refined carbos. Okay, all these are refined carbo. In Malaysia, in Asia, we used to eat a lot of rice, especially white rice, because rice is very delicious. And at those days, we are taking a lot of rice because 100 years ago, if we take a lot of white rice, we are okay. Why? Because at that time we are not that convenient. We have to go everywhere, travel by our own foot, right? We have to walk, we have to run, we have to carry all the heavier things by lift all the heavier things by our own hands. But nowadays we have cars, we have air cons, we are so convenient. We don't have, if we are hungry, we don't have to go outside. We just take out our handphone and then we just order from the Food Panda, order from the Zomato, order from Grabs. You see, so convenient. And then the food, half an hour later, the food will deliver to your doorstep. The only thing you have to do is to open the door and collect the food, then eat. Okay, so we are too convenient, and yet we are still taking a lot of refined carbs. See, and nowadays we're having a lot of sugary drinks, soft drinks. The invention of soft drink is actually it's really a mistake. It should not. Soft drinks should not happen, should not appear in the world. Because soft drink is really killing a lot of people. Okay, soft drinks and all these white rice, nasi biryani, and chapati, right? As Mr. Vikas told me that averaging, one Indian will eat 10 chapatis a day. I don't know how true is it, but after I went there, I believe him. I believe on him. It is true. It is true. Okay, and people are saying, no, I'm not taking chapati, but I take a lot of naan. It's the same thing, right? Whatever you take, you're taking a naan, roti prata, chapati, everything, all these are refined carbs. Okay, so refined carbs is inflammatory, highly inflammatory foods. Okay, all the inflammations are reliant on your carbohydrates, because carbohydrate is just like the petrol on the fire. Okay, carbohydrate is just like the petrol on the fire. So when you are having inflammation and you are still taking a lot of starchy food, a lot of refined carbs, you are putting the petrol on the fire. All right. So refined carbs, one thing is called creating these consistent inflammations, and inflammation will lead to this colorectal cancer. And of course, omega-6 as well. We used to eat a lot of corns, a lot of vegetables, cooking oil, right? And we use a lot of deep fry, all these deep fry and making use of all these vegetable oils. So all these vegetable oil actually contain high omega-6. Whatever you buy from the market, the vegetables oil, canola oils, the sunflower seed oil, and what else? Even though if you're buying this not coconut oil, sorry, if you are buying this olive oil for cooking purpose, the olive oil for cooking purpose also contain high omega-6. So when the oil in high heat, you see the pure vegetable oil is not able to sustain under the high heat. Okay, so in order to make it sustainable under high heat, they scientists will put in this hydrogen into the oil, into the cooking oil. So it's a partially hydrogenated oil. Your cooking oil is actually partially hydrogenated oil. So what is the con? This is a pro. The pro is to make it can sustain under high heat. But the con is when you under high heat. Okay, this partially hydrogenated cooking oil, it will generate a lot of trans fat. Okay, a lot of trans fat, and trans fat is one of the major issue to link to any other cancer. Okay, any cancer, trans fat. And then also the vegetable oils will also release a lot of omega-6, and omega-6 is inflammation's promoter. Okay, we need omega-6 in the body because when our immune system need to fight with something, fight with some viruses, fight with some disease, we need some inflammation. We need some inflammation to fight with the disease. But over-inflammation or consistent inflammation or too much of omega-6, it will prolong the inflammations. When we are having prolonged inflammations, then that will be a problem to our body. Okay, so inflammation is just like a fire. When you need it, you just light it up. When you don't need, you can suppress it. It can be gone, right? But when you light up the fire and the fire keep on burning and burning and burning, end up it will burn the whole body. Okay, because you are putting the refined carbo, you are putting the omega-6 into the body. Okay, all these are causing a lot of inflammation. So to reduce the omega-6, in your body, the first thing is less taking of high omega-6 food. Go online and search what is a high omega-6 food. Okay, and second thing is eat more this omega-3. Okay, because omega-3 is this inflammation inhibitor. Okay, omega-3 is inflammation inhibitor. So we can use omega-3 to contra omega-6. Okay, and of course the trans fat. Just now I have talked about that, about the trans fat. Not only in our cooking oil, in all the cakes, cookies, breads, everything, right? All these are having trans fat, and man-made margarine. All these are having a lot of trans fat. Okay, because only trans fat can make the oil become solid. All right. Okay, and then also alcohol and tobacco, all these two are actually creating a lot of inflammation by generating a lot of free radicals, and free radical will make you have this oxidative stress. So we repeat it again and again and again. And of course, meat, processed food will contribute to your blood vessels, inflammation, and of course, too much of protein intake will be harmful to your colon as well, will be harmful to your intestine as well. Okay, so and the flour products, all these are made by the refined carbo. So with all this high inflammation food that we are taking every day, we are actually burning our body, inflamed our body, and all the cancers are started from inflammations. All right, the cancer won't just simply pop out and today you are okay, tomorrow you pop out a cyst and then the one is a cancer. No. Okay, the cancer, most of the cancer will be started from the inflammations. So what will cause the disease to our gut? Okay, what will cause the disease to our gut? So of course, infections, bacterial, viral infections will be the very common situation. So some digestive disease are acute one. Okay, they just come and go, like diarrhea. Okay, diarrhea, vomit, all these are quite common. Sometimes you have diarrhea, all right. And then, but when you rest for 2-3 days, the diarrhea will gone, you are back to normal. And vomit also, when you are having vomiting, all right. So the vomiting and diarrhea is actually excretion, a very normal detoxification action of your body. So when you eat something wrong, the body will vomit it out, either from your mouth, come out from your mouth, or came out from your anal. So if you are eating something wrong, if it is still not reaching the intestinal, it will come out by your mouth. So you will have vomit. Okay, you will have this vomiting, but already passed through your stomach, then already goes into the intestinal. So then it will come out by a loose stool. Okay, diarrhea. Okay, so infections, bacterial, viral infection, all these are very common. Sometimes we eat something wrong, something bad. Okay, fermented food. Okay, all these contain some bad virus, bad bacteria, so it will cause some infections. So, but usually all this infection and infection and bacterial viral infections, all these are considered an acute, and it can be solved in few days, right? It can be solved in few days. But if you have something like leaky gut, okay, later I'll talk about leaky gut. So like leaky gut, the virus keep on attacking the body. Okay, so this will be another story. Okay, so inflammation caused by autoimmune oxidative stress. Okay, so as we know that autoimmune are causing a lot of inflammation here and there, inflammation, oxidative stress also, too much of free radicals, too much of oxidative, too much of ROS, okay, reactive oxygen substance species, and difficulty in digesting specific food items due to enzyme insufficiency. Now, some people are having enzyme insufficiencies. Okay, so when we are having the enzymes insufficiencies, right, then we are not able to digest some foods, and the foods will go into the intestinal by the original form. So it will making burden to the gut. Okay, and all this will be causing troubles. Okay, so people are having this. Some people are having enzyme insufficiencies, especially for kids and these are old age people. Okay, and poor circulation to the digestive organs, and this perforate of rupture organs. Some organs are having ruptures. Okay, also will cause the disease to our guts, like our as I said, the leaky gut. The leaky gut is, which means the wall, the barrier wall of your gut is having some problem. Maybe it's too loose, so the virus, the pathogen will go into your body, or affecting the rupture site. Okay, in your colon. Okay, so like the muscle dysfunction. So when you're having muscle dysfunctions, which means the colon, the movement is not, the bowel movement is not that smooth, or maybe it's quite slow on this bowel movement. So will also cause the gut disease. And stress, you see, stress is a mental disorder. When you're having stress is not a disease. Stress is a feeling. Okay, and stress is directly linked to your mental health. When your mental health is not good, you are having this mental disorder. When you are so stressful, it will direct effect to your digestive system, right? So when you are under high stress, you will have this difficulty on digest, right? You have difficulty on digestion, so you will have some problem on the protein, insufficiency of digestions, right? So all these are linked to the stress. This is why this is also reflect to the brain, the gut brain axis. Your brain and your guts is actually linked together. If it is affecting each other, either the stress will affect your digestion, okay, or your colon situation will affect your mental health. Okay, your gut will affect your mental health. So the side effect of certain medicines, such as the anti-inflammatory drugs, all these are also causing harming to our guts, our digestive system. And this is the 6 common diseases related to our guts. Quite common, really quite common. The first one would be the gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, which is you are having this, gastric acid reflux from your stomach and burn your throat. Okay, your esophagus. Okay, so this is a gastroesophageal reflux diseases. So if you are having this gastroesophageal reflux disease, you may perform some tests on this H. pylori, which is a marker, a blood test marker to test whether you're having these H. pylori infections or not. If you're having H. pylori infections, the H. pylori virus will keep on attacking your gastric wall. So during your gastric wall, and then laying eggs in your gastric wall. And when they are doing the gastric wall and laying eggs in your gastric wall, it will make your gastric feeling like got something need to be digested. So your gastric will keep on releasing the gastric acid. Okay. Then the extra excessive of gastric acid will be too much, and then it will cause a reflux situations. Okay, so this is one of the main cause of this GERD. So if you're having GERD, one thing you can do is go to perform the blood test for this H. pylori blood test. Right. If you are not H. pylori infection, then we will look into some others possibility. Okay. And people are having this irritable bowel symptoms, which is IBS. So some like this intolerance, that intolerance, or okay. So people are having this kind of issue. IBS. IBS are mainly happening on old age people and young and these kids and young kids. Okay. And we have this gastritis and peptic ulcer disease, which is you're having ulcer in your gastric. Okay, gastritis. Okay, gastritis, and these are peptic ulcer. Okay, so this is quite common as well. And gastritis and peptic ulcer is quite common, and this stomach cancer is very common in Japan and in Korea. Okay, these two countries is the top country of gastric issue, top country of gastric issue, especially gastritis and gastric cancer, because these two countries eating too much of raw food, eating too much of sashimi, which is a raw fish, raw seafood, everything, and all these are contain a lot of having higher chance. I cannot say every sashimi is containing the virus. They are having higher chance to taking the H. pylori with the raw sashimi. Okay, so try eat less sashimi. If you like to eat sashimi, please fish by yourself, fishing by yourself, harvest by yourself. Okay, and then you cut the fish, the live fish, cut and then eat immediately. Okay, and the fish must be from the deep sea. All right, from the deep sea. Don't take the fish from the near sea, because the near sea, the fish at the near sea is actually having more this heavy metal poisoning. Okay, so we are having this inflammatory bowel disease. So IBD, mainly IBD are autoimmune disease. So autoimmune will cause this Crohn's disease or colitis, this ulcerative colitis. So these two are the main inflammatory bowel diseases. So Crohn's disease part by part, not the whole section. Colitis are mainly happening on the colon, the last part of the colon. Okay, so it's a continuous one. Ulcerative colitis. Okay, and many people are having hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoid also one of the common disease related to the guts, and guess what? Gallstone also the one of the disease of our guts, and you can see this is a gallstone. This is my gallstone. Okay, this is my gallstone. I'm so proud to present to you my gallstone, and we do have a function. We do have a solution to excrete the gallbladder stone without surgery. Okay, we do have some natural way to do that, and it is very simple. It is very simple. So if you would like to know more about the excretion of the detoxification of gallbladder stone, maybe later we can share, or we can have another section on that. Okay, so this is 6 common diseases, and one more thing is about the leaky gut syndrome. Okay, many people are also having leaky gut syndrome. Right, leaky gut. What is it? Sometimes you will find that you are having a lot of problem in the body, but you cannot find the root cause. You don't know. You go and test this and test that. You go to the hospital to do the body checkup. Then you found that nothing happened. Everything is good. All markers are good. But the disease, the inflammation keep on going. The disease are always here and there, making you very trouble. And at the end, the doctor will bring into your gene. They will start to trace the gene. or you're having this because your mother is having this, you're having it because your father is having this, you're having this because your grandparents are having this. So all these are starting linked to the gene, and you will also believe that, or maybe the gene issue. But many people are actually they are not aware on they might have this leaky gut syndrome. What is leaky gut syndrome? You can look into this. This is a normal gut. Okay, this is normal gut. You see, your normal gut, you should have this very tight junction before the colon, the colon and the blood vessel. Okay, you must have a very tight junction like that. Okay, this is the colon, and this is the way the mucus and the bacteria is living here. So with these tight junctions, all the pathogens are not going through and not passing through and then going to the bloodstream. So the bloodstream will be very purified. Okay, but people who are having this leaky gut, it will be different. See, people who are having leaky gut, they will have a loose junction. Okay, they will have a loose junction. It's a faulty tight junction, which is a loose junction. So all the toxins la, virus la, the bad bacteria la, everything will pass through. Whatever big, small enough, it can pass through the junction. It will pass through the junction, goes into your bloodstream. And then this is what we call it a leaky gut. Okay, so the leaky gut doesn't mean that you are having a hole in the on your gut. No, it's not saying that you are having a hole on your colon. It is mainly saying that your barrier, the barrier in between your colon and your blood vessel, okay, is loose. Okay, it's loose. It's not that tight. So is having some spaces. Okay, so all these bad things will go into your blood vessels, and then causing the consistent troubles. So people are having consistently inflammations, having autoimmune, but cannot find any reason. There is no EBV infections. There is no candidiasis infections. There is no root cause at all. And that one, we may believe that they are having these leaky gut syndromes. Okay, they may have these leaky gut syndromes. Okay, so if you may, everyone, I'm not saying that everyone will have here. Okay, but we may have, if you cannot find the root cause of your problem, of your health disease, then you may look into it. Leaky gut may be one of the problems. Okay, maybe one of the problems. So there is a solution for us to solve the leaky gut as well. Don't worry about that. And we must understand one thing is in the stomach. You see, the whole digestive system, we have two parts. The front part is the upper part is before the duodenum. Okay, the lower part is start from the duodenum until the anal. So the whole is two parts. So the upper part, which is the stomach part, okay, the stomach part need highly acidic environment, because stomach acid is highly acidic. It's about pH 2, something like that. Okay, pH 2, pH 1.5 to pH 2. So we need a very acidic environment in order for us to digest the food. Okay, so the food after successfully fine digested food, they will go to the intestinal, and then the intestinal will release some enzyme to convert the stomach acid to convert the stomach acid to become the stomach acid to flow into the intestinal to become acidic. So you will see once they entering into the duodenum will start to convert the acid to alkaline. Okay, so the duodenum will convert the acid to alkaline, and then whatever pass through the duodenum will be alkaline. So in our intestinal system, small intestinal, the colon system, it shall be in a very alkaline situation, which is about 7.5 to 8, something like that. Okay, so you can see this is two different environment that we need, because the probiotic in the probiotic in your colon will only survive under these alkaline situations. If we are having, if we are giving this, if we are too much acidity in the colon, if we are too much acidity in the intestinal, right, then we will giving a lot of, we will make it a lot of troubles. All right, we are killing all the viruses. So the probiotics, and we have probiotics, and we do know that we have prebiotics, right? So what is probiotics? Probiotics is mainly all the bacteria. The good bacteria, we call it the probiotics. We do have some bad bacteria, which is a pathogen. The pathogens is bacteria. So you see, viruses and bacteria and fungus, all these are way older than human. Before human exists in the world, we already have fungus, we already have viruses, we already have bacteria. So all these are ancient products. They are way older than human. The history are way older than human. So we are born to survive with all these viruses. We were born to survive with all these pathogens together. Okay, that's why we have our own immune system, and we also know how to make use of the bacteria to become our friend. Okay, so the only thing, the only this microbe that we can use, we can make friend is bacteria. Only the good bacteria, which is the probiotic, can be our friend. All right. The rest, like viruses, none of us will be viruses. Will be friend with viruses, because viruses are actually attacking our body, conquering our body. Okay. So, and fungus also. Fungus, a grow fungus, of course, is good, have a lot of health benefit. But the small fungus, like some fungus like candidiasis is kind of a fungus. Women are having some candidiasis infection, and you will have more milky white cage excretion from your vagina, and you may have this a lot of fungus on your tongue, the white cage on your tongue. All these are a symptom of candidiasis infections. So, and candidiasis infection also a cause of this autoimmune, a lot of troubles. All right. So so we need probiotics, and probiotics are our friends. But probiotics, they need to survive. Just like you, just like us, we need to eat to survive. At the same time, probiotics also need to eat to survive. So what did probiotics need to eat? They eat prebiotics. So prebiotics is the food of the probiotics. So we have to feed the food of probiotics. People are asking me that if I'm having this digestive problem, should I take probiotics or should I take prebiotics? Okay, I would suggest you to go for prebiotics, because it will grow your probiotics naturally. Okay, if you take probiotic, yes, probiotic will help. Probiotic will help, but if your probiotic has no food in the colon, has no food in your intestinal, right? Then what? No matter how much probiotic that you intake, the probiotic cannot survive. Okay, cannot survive. You have to give them the food, right? So intake of prebiotics are more important than taking probiotics, right? Of course, if you need probiotic, yes, people are having when they're having this colon hydrotherapy, okay, which is putting water into the colon and wash the colon. Okay, so this is they definitely need to refill the probiotics. They need to refill probiotic immediately. Okay, but no matter what, you still need to intake prebiotics, because this is the food of the probiotics. All right, so prebiotic very important, and prebiotic mainly are talking about the carbohydrates. Okay, all prebiotics are carbohydrates. All right, so then people will ask, then if like that, why don't I just take rice? I just take rice. Why don't I just take rice? I just take bread. I just take sugar. All these are carbohydrates. It can benefit to my colons, to all these probiotics. Okay, you must remember one thing is the body has enzyme to digest the carbohydrates. Okay, so before the carbohydrate reaching to the colon, the carbohydrate has been fully digested. So there's nothing left for your probiotics, nothing left for your colon. So we need something that the body is not digesting, but it can be fermented in the colon to become the food of our probiotics, which is the insulin and the FOS. Okay, so this is the product that I would like to introduce to you if you are having this gut problems. Okay, we have some very good products that you can make use of it. Okay, so the first thing I would like to introduce to you is the high fiber. The high fiber of the TENS high fiber. TENS high fiber, we have three major components. We have three major ingredients in the high fiber. The number one is this resistant maltodextrin, and number two is inulin. Number three is guar gum. Guar gum, basically we can forget about that because guar gum has not much function. Mainly we use it as a thickening purposes. So the high fiber will look a bit thickening, mainly because of the guar gum. The guar gum is having some effect on that, so look like more thick, look more thickening. So the texture look more good. Okay, the main effect will come from these two main ingredient, which is resistant maltodextrin RMD. So resistant maltodextrin, what is resistant maltodextrin? Let me go back there. Okay. Resistant maltodextrin is different than maltodextrin. People, when people talking about maltodextrin, when maltodextrin is definitely, I will not recommend you to take maltodextrin, because maltodextrin is a high glycemic index food, right? So if you take maltodextrin, it will spike up your blood sugar. Okay, which is for people who are having this diabetes, high blood sugar people. Okay, definitely is not good for maltodextrin. But resistant maltodextrin will be different, totally different, because the resistant maltodextrin has been modified. The chain of the molecule, the sugar molecule. Okay, so after the modification, the body has no enzyme to digest this resistant maltodextrin. That's why it will not raise your blood sugar and it will not raise your fasting insulin. Okay, so this resistant maltodextrin is totally different than maltodextrin. So if you look at the product contain high maltodextrin, which is if you are having this diabetes issue, blood sugar issue, you should avoid the maltodextrin. But if you see resistant maltodextrin, then okay, you can take this as the prebiotic. So resistant maltodextrin goes into the colon because it is not digested. We cannot absorb, we cannot digest this resistant maltodextrin. So we will go straight away to the colon and having the fermentation effect in the colon, and all this fermentation effect is actually supplying the food to the probiotics. Okay, so RMD has a positive effect on bowel movement. So taking on this RMD on TENS high fiber, you will have a better bowel movement. But this bowel movement is not caused by the insoluble fibers. In high fiber, this high fiber is not insoluble fiber, is not that. That's why you cannot see the very thickening issue. Okay, when you put over there for a long time, it won't be too thick serum husk. If you are taking serum husk, if you're putting over there, you don't drink it, it will become jelly. It will become jelly. But this is not serum husk. We don't contain serum husk. Serum husk will be another. It can be. We can form another product for serum husk base, but this one is basically to alter by high fiber is basically to alter our bowel, our intestinal, to alter our colon structures, and then make our colon become healthier. Okay, to become healthier, then we can have our own, we can have a better bowel movement, we can have a healthier colons. Okay, so and second thing is the IMD fermentable in the colon and those products short chain fatty acid. What is short chain fatty acid? This is very important, and you will never know that the short chain fatty acid is direct and indirectly connecting to your sleep situation. Okay, your sleep situation. Okay, if you have less short chain fatty acid in your colon, less produce of short chain fatty acid in the colon, you may have this anxiety problem, and you may experience insomnia or sleep disorder. Why? Because there's two things we need to generate from the short chain fatty acid to help us to promote the sleep and to calm down ourselves. The first thing is the GABA. Okay, the GABA, we need GABA GABA is a kind of amino acid, which is to help us to calm down our nerve. So if you are having anxiety problem, then now we have some GABA product in the world. Okay, you can take the GABA directly, but actually GABA can be produced in our colon. Okay, GABA can be produced in our colon. So GABA produced in our colon, and then GABA is helping us to calm down ourselves. So if you are having anxiety problem, maybe you are only lacking of short chain fatty acid, and because you are lacking of this prebiotic. Okay, so as again, when you are lacking of short chain fatty acid, you are having less GABA, and you will have more chances to have this anxiety problem. Okay, a furious problem. So again, your gut and your brain is connecting together. It is affecting each other. Okay, and the second thing is about the melatonin. All right, melatonin also we need short chain fatty acid to produce this to produce this the precursor of melatonin. So the melatonin will further produced by our pineal gland. All right. So and then melatonin is to control the resting and the digestion. So if we are having less melatonin, then we will also have this hyperactive of this sympathetic system, which is sympathetic system is controlling your controlling the is controlling the when you are having these fight and flight situations. This is controlled by your sympathetic system. Okay, the parasympathetic system is control your sleep. You control your sleep, your day and night, balancing everything. Okay, so we need the melatonin to help us to sleep. And the melatonin, in order to produce melatonin, we need sufficient short chain fatty acid. And sufficient short chain fatty acid came from sufficient prebiotic. So indirectly, if you are taking Tian's high fiber, it may help you to promote your sleep as well. Okay, it may help you to promote your sleep as well. Okay, so and resistant maltodextrin maintain our blood and lipid profile, as well as promote satiety and reducing food intake. So satiety means you feeling full. Okay, so if you are taking more these are resistant maltodextrin, taking more high fiber, then you will have some satiety feeling, which is will reduce your appetite. Okay, so by reducing your appetite, many things will be reduced. Your weight will be reduced. Your lipid profile will be better. Your blood pressure will be better. Okay, so the dense high fiber also having the weight control and the lipid control and the blood pressure control functions. And the continuous injections of RMD may improve the risk factor of metabolic syndrome by reducing visceral fat and improve glucose and lipid metabolism. So basically, it is the same point as point number 3. Okay, so this is the first ingredient that's very important for dense high fiber. And the second thing is about inulin. Yeah, inulin is not special. It's quite common. Okay, and inulin aids digestion by increasing the number of good bacteria in the gut, particularly these are bifidobacteria and lactobacilli. Okay, so these two are the main main bacteria in our colon, especially the bifidobacteria. Bifidobacteria is used to produce the short chain fatty acid. Okay, so and the short chain fatty acid, the importance of short chain fatty acid is to build out the blood-brain barrier, the BBB. What is blood-brain barrier? Blood-brain barrier machine, we have these capillaries, we have these micro vessel in our brain, right? So everything, oxygens, nutrients will go to will deliver to your brain as well. But the blood vessel in the micro vessel in our brain is a bit different than normal vessel in other body, because in order to protect the brain, not everything can pass through the blood-brain barrier, okay, and to enter to your brain, or else it will be very dangerous. Everything, every pathogen, every single little thing can simply go into the brain, then it will damage the brain. So this is a function to protect our brain. So only those oil-soluble nutrients are easily to pass through. They are allowed to pass through. Okay, and some others nutrients, they might need some transporter, only can pass through. It's just like today I'm visiting you, and you are working in some other company, and this company is under very high security system. So I go there, I have to wait you to bring me to your office. So it is something like that. Okay, so we have a blood-brain barrier, and these blood-brain barriers must be built by short chain fatty acid. So to ensure you have a sufficient of short chain fatty acid, you have to take more high fiber. Okay, you have to take more this inulin, and take more the resistant maltodextrin. Okay, and inulin improve intestinal barrier functions. Okay, so improve the intestinal barrier function, which means inulin will help you to recover the gaps, to tighten up the junctions. Okay, so to repair the leaky gut. Okay, so inulin will improve the intestinal barrier function, improve the laxations, increase insulin sensitiveness, decrease triglycerides, and improve lipid profile, increase absorption of calcium and magnesium, increase satiety. Inulin having such important functions. Okay, then inulin intake has a positive effect on bowel function as well, reduce constipation. All right, so taking high fiber will help you to reduce constipation, and supplementation of inulin can ameliorate IR, which means the insulin resistance in type 2 diabetes mellitus, okay, T2DM. So type 2 diabetes and insulin resistant patient, you should take more inulin. All right, take high fiber. It will help you to reverse the insulin resistance and help you to reverse the type 2 diabetes mellitus. And the second thing is FOS. All right, FOS, what do we have? FOS, okay, what is the difference of FOS and inulin? Both are prebiotic. Okay, both are prebiotic, but what is the difference of FOS? FOS you can break into 3 different words: fructose, oligosaccharide. Okay, fructose, oligosaccharide. Fructose means fructose. Okay, oligo means 10 to 20 change of molecules. 10 to 20 chain molecules, which is the molecule chain is not that long. It's about 10 to 20, in between 10 to 20. And then saccharide means sugar. Okay, fructose, oligosaccharide. So mainly on the oligo, the word oligo, 10 to 20, 10 to 20 molecules. Okay, molecule chain. Okay, so with this is fructose, or with this FOS, when we are having shorter molecule chain, which means it's easier to fermented. Okay, easier to fermented. So inulin is not oligo. Inulin is about 50 to 100 50 to 100 molecule molecule chain. All right, but FOS is only having 10 to 20 molecule change, so it's shorter and easier to be fermented. All right, easier to be fermented. So FOS effectively is an effective prebiotic that stimulates the growth of intestinal bifidobacteria. Of course, because it is easier to be fermented. All right, so it's more effective. We can say like that, is more effective. So, and FOS induce higher growth of butyrate. Okay, and butyrate is this a precursor? Is this a precursor of melatonin as well? Okay, which has a major role in preventing colon cancer. Okay, melatonin also a kind of antioxidant, very strong antioxidants, and melatonin is very important to the liver as well. If you're having liver disorder, beside the milk thistle, beside the omega-3, you should take melatonin as well. Melatonin is because during the melatonin metabolism, it will bring out the antioxidant effect, and with this antioxidant effect, it will help us to reverse the damage of the liver. Okay, and the same thing, it can prevent the colon cancer. So a growing body of research has described numerous beneficial effects of FOS, including improvement in plasma lipid and lipoprotein. So it can help us to improve the fat in the body, and of course, and the cholesterol. Lipoproteins mean the cholesterol, okay, and the cholesterol level. So, and the last one is FOS has been found to reduce serum insulin and glucose concentration. Again, FOS also having the effect of lower down the insulin and for this sugar control. Also having the good function of sugar control. Okay, so we have FOS and we have inulin, and people are asking, then which one I should choose? This is so confusing, right? We have high fiber and we have FOS, right? Which one I should choose? I don't know how much of that we are selling these two products. I'm not remember of that. Okay, but the main thing is not about the price. Okay, people may say if you have no budget, then you go for you can go for the lower price one. All right, but beside the price, if we are not talking about the price, there's two. If you want to make a choice. If you want to make a choice in between high fiber and or FOS, and maybe this is two reference. This is a reference that you can refer to. Okay, the high fiber is having slower fermentations, and FOS having faster fermentation because of the change of molecule. Remember, the FOS is fructooligosaccharide. So oligosaccharide means they're having shorter molecule change, and this high fiber is having inulin is having longer molecule change. So high fiber inulin is a slower fermentation, and FOS is a faster fermentation. Okay, so slower fermentation, which means it can stay longer in the body. Faster fermentation, which means you can use it faster. Okay, you can use this faster. Okay, and because of the slow fermentation, all right, high fiber may cause you will cause you have more flatulencies, which is bloating, something like that, the bloating, or you feeling the stomach like like full, like a lot of gas inside. Okay, so yeah, if you're taking fiber, if you're taking any fiber, it will have you may experience more or less you will experience the flatulency. Okay, so high fiber will be more flatulency, and FOS will be less flatulency because of the faster fermentations. But if you want to make use of, if you want to use it at for this for weight control, okay, for weight management, then high fiber may be better than FOS because the high fiber is having more satiety feeling, and FOS is only giving a less satiety feeling. Okay, so these two, you can make up your choice. If you don't know how to choose, you can look for the look for your regional manager, your upline. Maybe they can help you to choose wisely. Okay, to me, if you are having some acute situation of your colon, like you are having this you're having some diarrhea. Okay, you're having some diarrhea, and then now you are recovering, you want to recover faster, then I would say you have to take FOS more than high fiber, because the faster fermentation will have faster effect. Okay, then if you think, no, I just want to have a longer effect and I want to have, I'm okay with the flatulencies. Okay, the flatulency is not happening on everyone. Only a few people may have the feeling. Like me, I'm taking high fiber, but I'm not really having this flatulency problems. Okay, so it depends. If you don't have the problem, then you can go for high fiber, because of the high fiber will be more function than FOS, but FOS is not that bad also. FOS is acting fast. So if you need something fast, then you can go for FOS. If you are normal, if you are okay, then you can go for high fiber. And you think you are okay for both, you can take both, no problem at all. Okay. Then beside the fibers, beside prebiotic, I have two more things to introduce to you. The one thing is zinc. Zinc is always important to our intestinal. All right, zinc is always important to our intestinal, and zinc deficiency already proven by WHO. Zinc deficiency is one of the major cause of all diseases. So many of us are having this zinc deficiency, and zinc is more than 300 different cellular process, enzyme reactions are core factors. Zinc is the 300 overs enzyme reaction core factor. So for gene expression, enzymatic reaction, immune function, protein synthesis, DNA synthesis, wound healing, growth and development, hormones balancing, everything we need zinc. And of course, for our colon, we also need zinc, okay? Because zinc has been observed to generate a gastroprotective action against the various gastric lesions, okay? So if you're having gastric problem, you should take zinc, because the gastric problem will further lead to the intestinal problems. All right. So and zinc have this peculiar physiologic functions and pathophysiologic implications. So physiologic functions, which mean the body side, the body function, and the pathophysiology, which means from the illness side. Okay. So and zinc is already proof that it's having these two is having function from these two different aspects in our gastrointestinal diseases. Okay, and zinc is great significance to the structure and functions of the intestinal mucosal barrier. So if you would like to cure your leaky gut, or you would like to have a tightened junction, you would like to protect, to have a better intestinal mucosal barrier, intestinal wall, better stronger intestinal wall, you should take zinc. All right, you should take zinc. And zinc deficiency or zinc homeostasis imbalance are associated with many intestinal diseases, such as IBD, which means this inflammation bowel disease, irritable bowel syndrome, and this colorectal cancer, okay, and so on. Okay, and again, various studies show that these pediatric gastrointestinal diseases are highly associated with zinc deficiency. What is pediatric gastrointestinal diseases? Pediatric gastrointestinal diseases means the gastrointestinal disease happen on kids, on children. Okay, so we call it pediatric gastrointestinal diseases. So, and many studies already show that these gastrointestinal diseases in children are highly associated with zinc deficiencies. So zinc deficiencies is not only happening on adult. Many kids are also having zinc deficiencies. So like my son, every day I feed him zinc. Every day I feed him, right? Not zinc, maybe, yeah, zinc, maybe people will say that, is that only for adult? Yeah, zinc for adult, we need it badly, but for kids also need it. Everyone needs zinc, right? So I give half dosage to him. Okay, only half dosage mixed into the soy powder that he drink every day. He takes soy powder, okay, soy milk. So we mix together. All right. So if you would like to protect your kids gastrointestinal, then you should feed in the zinc as well. All right. So the dosage can be half or lesser. Don't worry. At least you feed in something. Okay. You feed in some zinc. And the second thing, the last thing I would like to introduce to you is the grapeseed extract. So grapeseed extract, which is the OPC, and this is also very potent to grapeseed extract, also very potent to our intestinal, to our guts. All right. So grapeseed extract increase the abundance of non-pathogenic bacteria in the guts. What is non-pathogenic? Non-pathogenic bacteria, which mean the good bacteria. Okay, which means the good bacteria. So contributing to the improvement of gut function and MBD symptoms. So people who are having IBD symptoms, who are already having these colon problems like cancer, like inflammations, like leaky gut, or all these, right? Already having problems in the colons, then they should take OPC. Okay, OPC is a must because OPC is a very strong antioxidant. And then OPC also is helpful to this to all these colon disease, especially on the colon cancer. Okay, so grapeseed extract has been proven to exert anti-cancer effects on colon cancer. See, and OPC have demonstrated the anti-proliferative effect and cytotoxic effects on selected cancer cells, including colon cells. Okay, which OPC, it will inhibit the separate of the cancer cell, the colon cancer cells. Okay, and several studies has consistently shown the grapeseed extract inhibits the formation of cancer stem cells in colon cancer. All right, so all these are proven study. I will deliver this PPT later to all of you, and you can go to you can go to all the link below the text. Okay, all the link, all the papers are proving that everything in this PPT are very accurate. Okay, highly accurate, because all these are study from the professionals, from meta-analysis. Okay, so it's a highly reliable information. Okay, so OPC, you must take OPC if you're already having this colon cancer or colon inflammations. All right, and with all this inulin or FOS together. Okay, so for the gut health and solution, this is a gut health information, and these 4 products are the solutions that I would like to introduce to you. All right, so thank you very much for today's sessions. Thank you, and back to Mr. Pranab. Back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very, very much. And thank you for a wonderful session. आपने आज हमें बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन